The exchange of ideas, customs, and beliefs is as old as civilization itself. And through the years, Youth for Understanding International Exchange has created new opportunities for families around the world to experience cultural exchange. How do I know? I'm a Youth for Understanding volunteer representative, and for years our family has hosted YFU International Exchange students. Now we have an extended family that stretches all the way from Argentina to Australia to Japan and continues to grow with every student we host. I guess that makes me a host family expert. The perfect person to tell you all about welcoming the world home with Youth for Understanding International Exchange.
Hi, girls. How's it going?
How we became interested in having an exchange student was our daughters came home from high school and they were interested in all the different exchange students at school. So when they became interested, they kept asking us over and over again. And their oldest daughter kept saying, we have so much to share in our family. And then another daughter would speak up and she'd write me notes about having an exchange student for Christmas. So after a few weeks, we broke down and decided to go ahead and have an exchange student come into our lives, and it's been just wonderful.
If I were to really take a look at us and see how hosting has changed our family, I can only look at change in a positive way. I mean, we've learned so much.
It's definitely an exchange of not only personalities, but also culture, food, and a whole range of experiences.
Bye.
Just about every host family tells me that one of the best things about hosting is that it's such a fun and culturally enriching learning experience. It brings everyone closer together. While your exchange son or daughter brings their world and customs into your house, you get to share and show them part of our great country.
We like to share our lives, but she also shares her life with us.
I love doing things with them and learning new things and sharing my culture. I just love them.
She showed us how to use chopsticks, and when she made her dinners, they're very good, and it gives us a chance to taste something that they would eat every day, and like seaweed soup and raw fish.
I like seaweed soup better than cookies.
I'm finding myself wanting to learn more and more about not just Japan, but about other countries. And it's really interesting. I liked it a lot. And I met a lot of new friends, and most of my friends are exchange students, and it's great. I love it.
A lot of people think that you have to have teenagers and to be a host family, and we felt very strongly that our younger girls could really benefit from it, and it's true. It's been wonderful. It's been a really great experience.
She taught me some German words, like Tschüss, that means goodbye, and Spiegel, that means mirror, and Bild, that means picture.
I like Gazina because she's real nice and she's crazy and she's messy.
We like to think that our family's typical Minnesota family, rural Minnesota family. We have two daughters that are in college, and we have one that is in junior high, and then we have Asier.
Well, at first I saw the family I was gonna go to and say, oh my God, 3 girls over there. What am I gonna do now? Because I had 3 brothers in Spain. But it has been really nice, you know.
He helps with my homework a lot when Mom and Dad are busy. And I like playing golf with him because he really doesn't know how.
My sisters and I would always sit there and beg Mom and Dad to have another kid, because we were hoping we'd have a brother to see what a younger brother was like, even though everybody says that they're awful. But having Asier with us the last year has really brought our family closer together, and we realize what it's like to have a brother. It's fun teasing a boy for once instead of just teasing sisters.
It was just fun to have boys in the house, and it's just a change. I mean, it was a good change for all of us.
Bringing the world into your home and learning about another culture in a fun and exciting way is what hosting is all about. The international student you'll host for a year is between 15 and 18 years old and comes from one of 50 countries.
Hero is a fantastic kid to have. He's a child that is one of our own. He's a lot of fun to be around, and he's helped bring out a lot of good times with our family and our children.
Kumiko is very gregarious and outgoing and likes to have lots of friends and get on the telephone a lot, and it wasn't quite what we expected.
And we thought that we'd have to maybe be dragging her out of her room and encouraging her to get out and make friends, and instead she immediately joined the tennis team the first day of school and goes out with friends a lot.
YFU students have received good grades in their school back home. They all speak English, and many of them have been awarded scholarships. They attend high school in your community, continuing their studies, improving their English, and making new and lasting friendships.
This is a ball. Ball.
Really?
You can't touch it. You can't touch it.
He's made so many friends in high school, which I thought, you know, he'd have a hard time fitting in as a senior coming to school, but he's fit right into that class like he's been part of them for 12 years, really. It's really unreal how he's accepted the kids and the kids have accepted him.
We sometimes just think we're the only ones in the world, and we like to think that we've got everything and that the way we do it is right. But by having Asier stay with us, he's really enlightened us as to worldly problems. He's very knowledgeable.
I would like to thank the New Richfield, Harlan, Ellender, Geneva area people for giving me the opportunity to make this my home this past year.
When he started giving his speech, it was his thoughts, it was what he wanted to say, and I really felt it came from his heart, and it just really touched me.
These students bring something to the school that doesn't come from books. This is a real person who is from someplace that seemed far away, but they bring it real close, and they've lived there, and they can tell you really what it's like. So they also contribute to the school and the community and the family, and those are just the small pieces that add up to the global effect.
The exchange student idea points to the fact that you change things and make differences one person at a time. And one person coming here and interacting positively with our students from their country probably does more good than hours and hours at any diplomatic table.
Some people tell me that they'd love to host, but think that they're too busy or not the right type of family. The fact is, host families are as different and diverse as America itself.
As a host parent, I think that that person needs to have an open heart, right? Yeah. Needs to be caring, and just needs to be willing to share a part of their life with someone else. Yeah. It doesn't take a lot. It really doesn't.
It really doesn't take a lot. Every host family provides their student with 3 meals a day and a room to sleep and study in that can be shared with a host brother or sister. You'll also be expected to attend orientation events. And of course, welcome your host student into your family and community.
Any family that has lots of love to give can host a student. It's very rewarding. I've loved it, and I think we will do it again real soon.
I guess I only thought you could love, you know, your own daughters and sons, but you know, when somebody does come in, and Asier is just a loving, easygoing, caring person, and it's just been a great experience for us, and you know, and we love him just as if he was our own.
Over 175,000 YFU exchange students and host families have been changing the world one friendship at a time since 1951. That's when our founder, Dr. Rachel Andresen, brought a small group of German students into the homes of American families. YFU philosophy is that you're never alone.
What I like about YFU is that they have such a strong organizational structure. You have, first of all, the whole history of 45 years of experience that makes you feel really comfortable, and they've had every question asked them. They know every situation.
The YFU program, which we were really excited about, was when we decided to go with an exchange student. The minute that we put our application in, we had received some information sent to her home on exactly what to expect, what information about her, and it was all very helpful so that we were prepared before she came into her home.
And they were always there when we needed them. I mean, just a phone call away.
They have manuals that give you an idea of when someone would come, when the orientations would be, what kind of cycle you can expect from the family and the host, some of the difficulties and some of the positive things. YFU provided a great deal of organization that makes the experience very positive for both the parents and the child.
Your volunteer representative is your personal contact and resource, always available to answer any questions that may come up before and during your hosting experience.
My YFU area representation, she's trying to make YFU students feel more comfortable in here, and then if we have a problem, then we discuss everybody in there, sit down and then grab some cookies and then talk about it.
Hironori knows that whenever he needs to, he can call me. If he needs some help from me, he can call me. He has an identification card, has his YFU number on it, has my telephone number on it. There's a network of people that they can call if they need help. There's always someone.
Part of what makes YFU so widely respected and successful is our emphasis on orientation. Your student will take part in a thorough orientation before he or she departs for the U.S. And throughout the year, you'll be invited to attend orientation sessions with other host families and volunteers.
The orientations are very important because they really support the students after they've been here for a few months, and they can put everything that they may have learned in the orientations before they arrived into perspective, and it broadens their mind, and I think there's their range of comfort that their exchange experience has a lot of support through Youth for Understanding.
So what's the next step? Well, it's really easy. A volunteer rep just like me will interview you at home and answer all your questions about hosting. Your rep may even show you some profiles of international students who might be right for your family.
YFU helped prepare us to host Hironori by coming in and making sure that he would be compatible with our family and that we would be compatible with him before they placed him in our home.
Next, you'll fill out an application, agreement, and reference forms to see if your family meets YFU's host family criteria. That's all there is to it. Now you're ready to welcome the world home with YFU.
We've just enjoyed being called Mom and Dad. And I've really enjoyed having a daughter.
I feel like she's really my real sister. Like,
yeah, I feel like I've known her forever.
Yeah.
So
my best friend and my best sister. Oh, good.
He's just really calm. I mean, it's been almost a year, and within 2 weeks he's going to be going back again. And the times really went by fast.
Soy sauce. More soy sauce? What do you want? When we take Hero back to the airport to go back to Japan, it's going to be a real sad day. We're going to feel like one of our own children is missing, as he's became such a large part of our family now.
I hope she comes back and sees us again. She knows she's always got a home here.
This really worked. This wasn't so difficult. This was rather easy, and our students got very much involved with our extended family. They have host grandparents and host aunts and uncles and host cousins, and very close friends of ours have now decided to host also. And so it's just this wonderful extended experience, and I just can't emphasize enough how great it is, how great it's been.